most of the students will have content, but the problem comes up how to present the content. So our program is little different in the sense like along with teaching them some content which is required for the exam, we also teach the student how to present it efficiently. And then the next important aspect is the mentor would help the student to monitor his progress day after day. And that is a very important feature where the student can feel his increase with respect to his mains preparation. You can feel that pump that yes, I'm able to do it. Your preparation will be elevated by almost like whatever you do in 1 or 2 years, the same amount of preparation you'll be doing in this 2.5 months if you're preparing sincerely. So better would be get into the mode of preparation and start right away. Pull your socks and give your best shot.
Hello aspirants and welcome to our yet another conversation video. As prelims examination is over, you all must be preparing for the mains examination. So in this video, we will be discussing about strategies to cover for mains examination as far as the economic subject is concerned. And also we will be discussing the features of our new program that is specifically targeted for mains preparation, that is mains advanced course. Today we are joined by our economics faculty Ram Sudhir Sir, who will be discussing these strategies with us. A very warm welcome, sir.
Morning, Paritosh.
Sir, as prelims examination is over, I would like to have what is your take as far as the economic subject is concerned in the prelims examination?
So, Paritosh, the difficulty level has not reduced. What I can say is the questions were deep and there were around 15 questions. And most of the questions were related to capital markets or money market and these kind of questions. And what I believe is students with conceptual clarity would have done well as far as the economics portion is concerned.
So now prelims is over. Now again students should specifically target the mains examination. So what strategy they should make for the mains examination?
First and foremost, I think students should be switching off the YouTube and not look into cutoffs right now because already the exam is over and there's no point in cribbing also. And it is better that they start using their time efficiently. It will be useful either to this year or probably it will also be useful for the next year. So there's no point in looking for cutoffs or maybe you're going ahead and wasting your time with respect to checking your keys again and again, because ultimately UPSC key will be definitely different from the coaching institute's key.
So slightly there is a strategy difference as far as prelims and mains preparation are concerned. So if I specifically ask, what are the challenges which students face as far as preparing for the mains examination is concerned?
Yes, Paritosh, this is a very important question. The first important aspect is, if I look at UPSC mains economy syllabus, it is very clearly defined by UPSC. So there is nothing like a discrepancy when it comes to mains preparation. But for prelims, UPSC's questioning pattern is quite different from what is stated in the syllabus. So mains, there are clearly 10 specific areas which are clearly mentioned. And what students should be doing is identify the previous questions and identify the themes which are there, which are very much relevant for the exam. So for example, I will just give you an example. The questions are directly from the syllabus. So for example, most of the questions are from economic growth and development. Or we can see a lot of questions coming from inclusiveness, inclusive growth. And we also find questions related to food processing, public distribution system, infrastructure, and land reforms. So there's a clear-cut explanation like, yes, questions can figure out from these areas, from the previous year analysis of the question paper. So what the student should do is first understand the previous question papers, and then from there he will start his preparation. That would be the best approach that the student should be following.
So the Vision IAS has come up with a new program which is specifically targeted for mains preparation, which is mains advanced course, which is launching on June 25th, 2025. What exactly are the features of this particular program?
See, I think this program of our mains advanced will make the student mains ready. So what I mean by mains ready is, most of the students will have content, but the problem comes up how to present the content. So our program is little different in the sense like along with teaching them some content which is required for the exam, we also teach the student how to present it efficiently. So what I exactly believe is, suppose when we talk about economics as such, it is all about value addition. So that value addition will give me half additional mark for each question or 1 additional mark for each question, which brings a huge difference when it comes to my main score. So this is where we will focus. We have divided the syllabus into 10 different themes, and each theme would be discussed in detail. Along with that, we also provide highly researched content to the student. We also teach them how to draw flowcharts for adding value. We also give them something like the data sheet. What I mean by data sheet is, it is all about how do I write good introductions, good conclusions in the specified time period. So completing an answer in 8.5 minutes is not an easy task. So we make the student ready with respect to this particular aspect. And that is what we teach them exactly. Right? It is not like the regular courses where you teach the complete syllabus from the beginning. But what we exactly do is add that value. How do I get that additional 1.5 mark? We prepare special templates. So we can put every mains theme into a separate template. And if we can follow that template religiously, we can get good scores in our GS3 paper.
So again, definitely this thematic approach is again how a student should prepare for the mains examination.
That is the approach, yes.
So again, sir, apart from this thematic approach, other things are also required, like writing tests, and again maybe the mentoring thing. How exactly this program is fulfilling a 360-degree approach for the mains examination?
So our program is designed in a 360-degree approach. So on one side, we will be teaching the content, okay, which is very specific to mains. And then second would be, we will interlink our whatever we teach with the old question papers, so that the student will get to know which content is more important. The third important aspect is there are mini tests which are there, which are conducted by our institute. And these mini tests will give him a fair idea how to write answers. And it is continuously evaluated by mentors and teachers. So which is a very distinctive feature where the student is continuously monitored. So this will give him an edge, and he can check whether he is improving day by day. And what I believe is, in a 2.5 months period, when you have to crack mains, or if you're looking for the next year as well, this preparation will give you an additional edge. So there are three things here. One is having the sufficient content and data with me. Second is, how do I add value in terms of flowcharts, or maybe bar graphs, or maybe line diagrams or Venn diagrams. So we teach them where to draw what. And the third important aspect is, how do I remember the side headings for certain theoretical questions, whether it is like for questions related to agriculture, food processing. So if I take a question, can I brainstorm 5 points, 10 points? So this would be the objective of our program. And then the next important aspect is, the mentor would help the student to monitor his progress day after day. And that is a very important feature where the student can feel his increase with respect to his mains preparation. He can feel that pump that, yes, I am able to do it. So that is what is the objective of our program.
So again, very well, again, you have explained the program very well. So again, sir, I would like to ask you, as far as the economic subject is concerned, what are the major important themes which our students should focus specifically for this year mains examination?
So what I believe is, for every mains examination, there are certain important areas where UPSC always focuses. And these can be called as the developmental areas, which are very much important for a bureaucrat. For example, in the syllabus, it is clearly given as economic growth and development. So when I say economic growth, UPSC frames questions by keeping GDP or economic growth at the center. For example, last year there was a question, can market economies become inclusive? And what is the role of financial inclusion in enhancing economic growth? That means there is, at the center, UPSC keeps economic growth, and the questions are framed around the economic growth. That means our data collection, when I collect data also, I will be collecting with respect to economic growth and contribution of different sectors to economic growth. Similarly, there's another important area, that is inclusive growth. You will not find a single UPSC question paper where you don't have a question on inclusive growth. Either unemployment problem will be linked to inclusive growth. For example, how can careless and useless manpower be used efficiently to enhance or achieve inclusiveness or inclusive growth in Indian economy? So this is something like, what we have to understand is, you're keeping inclusive growth at the center, and the questions are framed. So I can give you another example from last year's question paper, the role of manufacturing sector in increasing growth, and how can MSMEs contribute to economic growth or inclusiveness. So that means what? We are taking manufacturing or MSME on the one side, and growth and inclusiveness on the other side. So that means growth and inclusive growth is one specific theme where all the questions are interlinked with. Another important area is UPSC always asks questions on agriculture and related areas. So there is no question paper where you find like there are no questions on agriculture. For example, before last year there were questions on PDS, public distribution system, challenges of public distribution system. There were questions on significance, scope and significance of food processing, a 10 marker. This was a direct pick from the syllabus. So what we have to understand is there were questions on land ceiling also. So if I have to figure out from agriculture itself, there are so many questions, extensions of agriculture, there's so many questions that are asked. So that is a very important theme where there will be questions. So there are high yielding themes. If I'm able to master the themes along with flowcharts and data, definitely every student who is preparing sincerely can grab marks in our general studies GS3.
Sir, as you talked initially, there's a lot of confusion again among students regarding the cutoff marks, whether they are at this par or that par. And again, students get confused whether we should start preparing for the mains examination or we should again prepare for prelims examination. So, what is the exact target audience as far as this program is concerned?
What I believe is, first of all, I believe what Dhoni says. There are controllable and uncontrollable factors in everything in life. And when we talk about the result, there are many uncontrollable factors also. For example, UPSC key may be different with respect to 3-4 questions. And you would have figured out your cutoff based on maybe 1 or 2 coaching institute keys. So anything can happen when the result comes up. There's no point in thinking about the result and wasting our time. It is better that we start right away. If you're really interested in grabbing the opportunity, you have to start right away. So that is one important thing which I want to suggest to students. And one more important aspect is these 2 months, your preparation will be elevated by almost like whatever you do in 1 or 2 years, the same amount of preparation you'll be doing in this 2.5 months if you're preparing sincerely. So those students who have cleared prelims and they know when they're preparing for mains, they have an intense focus towards the exam. And that will give an edge with respect to their preparation level. So nobody should miss this opportunity of this 2.5 months. Another important aspect is, of course, this course, as we name it as advanced, it is obviously not for a direct fresher. What I mean by a direct fresher is, he does not know ABCD. So this program is basically for those who have some background, they know something about everything, but at the same time wants to elevate their level and increase their scores. Whether it is for this year or if it can be for the next year, but it is all about value addition and how do I write answers, how do I excel, okay? Another important aspect is we will also show the student the topper sheets. So the student will be able to judge which topper is very much closely aligned to his style. So that's a very important aspect. The toppers have a distinctive style of writing, whether it is drawing flowcharts or giving examples or all that creative aspect as well. So this will also be taught to the students in this course. So students with certain amount of knowledge who have at least read the syllabus once will definitely gain a lot from this particular course. So that would be the target audience for this particular course.
Thank you, sir, for summarizing the whole thing in a very nutshell. Any last moment or last minute message for our students?
One simple suggestion would be very clear that forget about the result and give your 100%. And whatever comes, we can take it. And most importantly, if you waste 1 month at this point of time, it's a huge loss. So better would be sit with the preparation, give your best, keep writing answers, get it evaluated, keep cross-checking your preparation. So don't waste your time in unnecessary thoughts and draining your energy, which is not going to yield you any result. We all know that it's not going to yield us any result, but still we go back and think about the past. So better would be get into the mode of preparation and start right away. Pull your socks and give your best shot. So that is what would be my final suggestion to all the UPSC aspirants.
Thank you, sir. Now students, it's your chance to elevate and add value to your mains preparation. This program is going to be a one-stop solution for your 360-degree preparation for the mains examination. Thank you and all the very best for the upcoming mains examination of 2024.